Hey, you there. Thank you for watching. And welcome to Forge Science Forever. Today I have a 6v6 custom match here on the most amazing Roxas map generator. So let's go ahead and introduce our teams and our players. Starting off with Team 1 in the north and ending with Team 2 in the south. Starting off with Team 1's Western player. Then going eastward, we have in Pac-Man Yellow, Team 1's Glenn Luke. He is a Cybran for this match as a 1200. Moving on in the northeast direction, it is Spectre Slave 137 in Imperial Gray as a Cybran, also as a 1600. In the middle-ish for Team 1, it is Bannable Offenses and Chevy Crimson as an Aeon for this match as a 2200. The highest rated player on Team 1 and in the game overall. To his southeast, we have in orange color, Orange Signal Runner as a Cybran. He is a 1300. To his northeast, we have in Ruby Red Dr. Fuzzy. He is a Cybran as well as a 1200. And rounding out Team 1's lineup, we have in Rust Shalongdis. He is a Cybran as well, and he is an 1100. So for Team 1's side of the map, they are almost exclusively Cybran, except for their central player of Bannable Offense, who is an Aeon. So 5 Cybrans, no UEF, no Seraphim for Team 1. Starting out for Team 2's Western player. They're going eastward as well. We have in Light Oak Tan, Team 2's Cool Dude. He is a Cybran. He is a 1200. To his southeast, but he's already on the move to the middle. It is in Lightest Red Pink Rekather. He is a 1500 as an Aeon. And in the center here for Team 2, we have Arima. He is an Aeon in Stitch Blue as a 2100. The highest rated player on Team 2. In the northeast, we have Tal Zadig. He is a UEF. I believe he is the one and only UEF of the game. He is in Batman Gray as a 1400. To his southeast, in Royal Blue, it is Blark 6516 as an Aeon as a 1400. And on the eastern side of the map here for Team 2, it is Tetra, the one and only Seraphim of the match, as a 1200. And again, in Regal Purple. So for Team 2's side of the map, they have at least one of each of the factions, with the remaining quote-unquote, not extra players, but one of each, and then the other 2 being Aeons as well, so 3 Ions in total for Team 2. I will point out that there is a lot of raiding going down from Tal on to Signal Runner, just trying to take out a couple of those early engineers. We see some counter raiding going down here for Glenn Luke. But talking about the Reclaim situation, currently sitting at, drumroll please, 29,000 mass in Reclaim, which makes it just shy of 2.5k mass per player. And in the mechs department, there are a decent amount. Most of them do reside either in the back line or just outside the main lines here for Team 1 and Team 2. There are a decent amount of mexes along the central line. Nothing actually in the direct middle in terms of down the center line, but there is, again, a healthy amount of mexes along that central line. It's not along it, but right outside of it. Again, far enough away to really make it, one base here, one base here kind of scenarios. But there are a couple of mexes, mainly in the west, that I don't really see, Team 2 grabbing this one and Team 1 grabbing this one, and then just kind of going back and forth kind of thing. But in the middle, I kind of see that a little bit more. We do see that the rating has pretty much stopped here from both teams. Again, very, very early. We see a couple of more labs outbound from Glenn and a nice little mole to gain a little bit of intelligence. We do see that Team 2's Rekather has pushed up. Same with Cool Dude. It looks like most of the players on Team 2 are moving besides Blark, which might be an air player for this game. He didn't start with first air. We do see air facilities coming online here for Arima, so maybe he's going to be the air player. But at the minimum, Team 2's Blark has not left his main base. To the north, everybody on Team 1 has left their main base, at least to some degree, with, I think, Spectre Slave being the only one that's the closest. Everybody else is decently far away. Team 1 naval facility online for the Rust player of Shalong. That's going for T2, and it's almost done. We do see that a Team 1 sub is nearby, and T1 frigates coming online here shortly. But going for T2 very, very early. We'll see how much that really works out for him. Of course, he is Cybran, so naval units, at least of the T2 destroyer type, don't really have the water limitations as all the other naval units do. But at a minimum, he might be able to at least invade maybe Tetra's base. But again, beyond that, I don't think he's going to get that much use out of it. It is a small pond after all, so it's not super useful. But we'll see how much work he does end up doing with it. We do see some Team 1 units helping to shadow Signal Runner's comm. Gun damage range started for Tal. Gun speed and range started here for Keel Dude. So 2 upgrades going down here for Team 2. Anybody else already on an upgrade or finished one? Nope. Signal Runner still pushing into essentially Team 2 side of the map. We do see that Rekather is pushing in to help cover for Keel Dude. And gun has been started on Glenn, which I don't think he will... he is Cybran, so he's going to have some Mantis assistance. Foot overcharge coming in will take out a couple of those Mantis. And it does look like Glenn will be fine. Rekather's kind of holding back a little bit. He doesn't want to get swarmed accidentally or on purpose or both. Team 1 subs going after so long distance comm. He's helping to assist the construction of a Salem. He's in the yellow, but he can easily just pop out of the water, so it's not really a huge worry there. And Dr. Fuzzy is over there next door to him on land, not wanting to dip his toes into the water. And gun is done for Keel Dude and for Glenn, and gun started for Rekather. It is speed first, then most likely range. We do see some units outbound from Keel Dude just to push back the reinforcements from Glenn, essentially making him a little bit isolated on that western front. We do see Bannable Offense with the forces from Spectre Slave shifting over westward to help cover for Glenn, and that will open up the middle for an attack from Team 2, but we'll see if that actually happens. And in the east, T2 sub is, not T2 sub, T2 Destroyer is done. More subs coming online here for Team 2 just to again go after the Salem. The Salem does have torpedoes on board and does have torp defense as well, so that will make short work of that Sow Whistle very, very quickly. T2 almost done here for Tetra. Blog over here to assist as well. He's pushing in with some pseudo-navy to help shove that Salem back. Gun started on board. Signal Runner's come, but Tau is done with his gun, and that might force back Signal Runner entirely. His upgrade is about 50% done. He is dropping hit points 200 per shot. He's going to have to be careful, and he will actually cancel that upgrade. T2 done for Tetra. Gun range done here for Rekather. Stealth started for Keel Dude, and with those remaining reinforcements here from Team 1, they will isolate any sort of momentum for Team 2 pushing into Glenn Luke's base. We do see T3... No, T3... Nope. Has been started. I'm just looking for T3 Air, which is almost done, I should say, for Bannable Offense. Sub 10 minutes. Really quick T3 Air facility. T2 upgrading to T3 for Dr. Fuzzy. So 2 air players for Team 1. T3 Air also done for Arima. And it looks like he's the only one in air for now. So that may come to bite them in the butt. But we'll see if it does or not. Couple of Mongoose on the front lines here for Tau. He's just going to run straight after Signal Runner's comm. He is taking a little bit of damage from some gunships, but those get shot down quite nicely. And with this comm just trailblazing away forward, it will allow a lot of wiggle room for Team 2 to use. But of course, there are some reinforcements and a little bit of an annoyance from Shalong just moving in from the east, going after a couple of Team 1 mexes. Second Salem online, pushing back those blazes. So that hover spam not really working out for Blarg, but he is helping at least to protect the one naval facility online for Tetra, who's upgrading to T2 as we speak, who is almost done with it, to be fair. And look at this. Look where Tal is. He is pretty far past that 50% mark on the map. We even see Rekather moving into assist as well with his speed and range, speed/range upgrades on board. Stealth started for Signal Runner, not going for gun because he's probably going for that nano, so he has to go through his stealth upgrade first. Glenn started stealth as well. Lots of stealth. Of course, there are 6 of the 12 players on the map are Cybran. So if one of them goes for Telemazer, I wouldn't be surprised. If none of them go for Telemazer, I will be very, very surprised. We do see the Salem's now targeting that T1 Naval Factory, and it denies the T2 upgrade. Team 2 is locked down in Navy on that eastern side, and that's not going to be good, at least for the little bit of time that Team 1 still has those naval units online. Shield started for Tau very far forward. I don't like how far forward that is. Gun started for Signal Runner. He actually goes for gun instead of nano first. Maybe just because he needs the P-gens or something to assist him with that second upgrade. We do see in the west, Kuel Dude pushing in against Glenn. Glenn has stealth and gun. Kuel has nano and gun. So no, it just looks like Signaler just went for gun instead of just nano. Shield is over half done here for Tal. He has a lot of engineers coming in to assist. Maybe we'll see Rekather come and assist as well. Lots of forces engaging over here. Lots of veterancy here for Kuel Dude, getting up to 2 stars here. Glenn at 1, working his way up to 2. And we do see Rekather's forces moving in to assist on that western front as well. Essentially, with Team 2's middle of the map conquer, or the middle of the map conquered by Team 2. That's a better way to put it. Team 1 is kind of just shoved back and really deciding which way they want to go. They could go east. There's really nothing that Team 2 has to stop this push from Team 1. A couple of long disses. Mantis still running around, going after some T2 mexes here for Tal. Shield is done. He is going to charge, and Nano is coming online soon here for Signaler. He will finish that upgrade. Like I mentioned, he is in the, well, close to the heart of Team 1. He's pretty much in the lungs. I wouldn't say lungs. I don't know. I don't know what you would call this position, but he's pretty close to the middle. T2 PD, sorry, T1 PD being not actually focused down. It is T2, never mind. We do see Tao is receiving a lot of firepower. He sends in his comm first, takes a lot of the distraction shots while he sends his main forces in. The shield is going to collapse. It's trying to upgrade to ED3, actually, but will be denied. P-gens are going to get wiped out. Signaler is not going to feel good. Lots of pillars in the mix. Some rhinos trying to counter them. Signaler is dropping hit points. He's in the high yellows now. Rekather actually is not here anymore. He's fallen back a little bit. T3 ASF's guarding the middle of the map now, and now we see a nice little spy plane overhead. What's going on? We do see Signaler is going to retreat into the water. I don't blame him. And his base is not feeling good. Tao doing his best to just deal with everything here. He even has a nice little asylum from his teammate of Rekather to assist as well. T2 land facility for Signaler is just it's just not a good day here for him. It's just not a good day. A couple of east orges also going down. Combo Bandable Fence coming in. He has heavy shield, advanced range, and speed. He has Aeon Sniper Commander and tank combo. And that is going to definitely push Team 2's Tao back. We do see a couple of Salem's actually pushing in not southward but westward, because this little base online here for Tetra, a couple of Zathuthams, the T2 artillery, have pushed back those Salem's. And now it puts Tao not in the best position. We do see Signaler back up to full HP. And Tao's shield is still holding. And we do see the T2 land facility is perfectly fine. But again, Signaler essentially knocked out of the game for at least a little bit. Couple of Salem's might actually get killed off by the comm of Tao, which won't be the first time I've seen that. Battleships pointed out here by, those are not battleships, sir. Those are destroyers, but I get your point. Nano has been started for Glenn's commander. Lots of T1 hover spam over here from him. He has some Aurora donated over from Rekather, who's going for a shield on his comm. We do see a couple of T2 units moving in onto those Salem's, and they are targeting Tao's commander. Tao might just go for the trade here. Signaler again, 90 hit points a second. Tao at 28, and he's trying to get out of range of the artillery to assist. And I don't think looks just going to be a retreat or mutual tactical retreat kind of situation, not necessarily going after the kill, at least at this point, because Signaler could have actually gone for the kill. He's going to try to get some assistance from the Shalongdis to push him back even further. We do see some hover spam inbound from Tetra, and those Salem's can't fire backwards, so yeah, and that T1 Mantis little battalion there is not going to be enough. Signaler's comm is here. This might be enough to kill him with Tao's help, but he's probably in full retreat. He's down into the yellows, about a little over 50%, so he's going to be a little bit more careful with what he's doing. But Bricks just charged the front line, and then some from Spectre Slave. And Mexes are going down, T2PD, and some Loyalists in the mix as well. They have those EMP weapons on board, which might help a little bit with dealing with those units, but if they can't really get close, and I think actually Bricks are actually immune to EMPs from those, I think, because they fired the EMPs, it looked like, and they didn't do anything. Looks like one of the Salem's is fine, but the other two were taken out, transferred over to Signaler, that Salem from Shalongdis. Bricks go burr. The Spectre Slave. Bricks do go burr. And it's not a good day for Heal Dude. So essentially one player on each team has essentially been knocked out for at least a little bit. They're coming in to assist as much as he can. Tickle Cannon's trying to spam up as much firepower as possible. The T3 land headquarters is still fine. I feel like that'd be a nice target to take out before those bricks are destroyed. Make Omni says Tau, and looks like they are targeting that headquarters. They heard me from the ether. They said that's a good idea, and there goes the headquarters. And that's going to set Team 2's Western Front back considerably, making possibly Rekather move in to assist a little bit more. We do see the Kama of Arima on a transport. Looks like he tried to move in and assist and went, no, I'm good. It looks like it was dealt with. We do see more forces. I think they were just remnants from Spectre Slave's assistance over here to the east, moving southward. And Tau pushing back into the middle. He's probably not going to push that far in. That Salem is still running around. Somehow not dead. Don't know why it's not dead, but it's not dead yet. We do see 2 of the comms for Team 2 in the water. Nobody on Team 1 in the water. T2 done here for Shalongdis. Looks like he's just going to hold position for now. Does have a cruiser online to help thin out the ASF numbers here for Team 2, but, you know, 1 isn't going to do a whole lot, but it's nice to have sub AA. Better than none. And that ASF Ford is stacking up quite nicely. His opponent in air is also building some gunships. They are the Restorer kind, so equipped to deal with ASFs and other things that are in the skies. We do see Tetra has an experimental done. It is a Colossus, so he got some but Colossus tech from somebody. I don't know if it was gifted over or he just got an engineer. If he got an engineer, I think that'd be the easier way to do it. But with a Colossus online, he's going to be able to push in. GC started here by bannable offense. It's maybe he did build it and gift it over. I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to who was building what, when, where, and why. Attack missile started here for Tau. He's going to get rid of his shield and go for possibly Billy Nuke, which would be really nice to see. We'll see if that ends up being used long term. Couple of blazes to the west going after a nice little T2 mechs. That T2 PD barely in range of one of them. But it looks like that T2 mechs will be taken out before those forces are dealt with. In terms of the eco situation, Team 1 barely in the lead. 1.2k versus 1.1k of Team 2. And we do see that nobody has died before 20 minutes. We'll see if they make it to 30 minutes. I highly doubt it. But you never know. Colossus charging in. Shalongdis probably thinking, I'm glad I'm underneath the surface of the water. Oh, please go after the headquarters. Oh, please do it. Oh, please do it. TML, second air, says Arima. Yep. So it looks, oh, sorry, not TML. ML, being Monkey Lord, started here by Dr. Fuzzy. No, it's not going up to the headquarters. Oh, it's sad. Lots of flak is inbound, though, and it might actually be going for that air player of Dr. Fuzzy. Tactical Billy Nuke has been started on Tal Zadig Commander, if I can say his name right. Looks like some mass being gifted over. How he gets GC while I killed his mass early. Well, it could just be that he got it donated over from his teammate. It could be that, because Blark hasn't done a whole lot in terms of building units, so he can spend that mass a little bit more effectively. Mikey Lord will be completed, and we'll be able to face off against the Colossus, but not before it wrecks a couple of the installations. Shield is going to fall. The Pigeon, of course, is going to be the target. It gets pinged, actually. That'd be the better if the Monkey can move in a little bit. Bannable Offense comes in to assist as well. And Pigeons are going down. Corsair's coming to assist as well. Colossus will almost gain 2 veterancy here. Monkey, we're going to take some AoE from that volatile explosion. Not super great. Some gunships coming in from Bannable Offense as well. But it looks like the Monkey Lord from Team 1 might just be enough. Ooh, it's going to get behind the Colossus. Colossus will spin. Spin. It'll take out the Monkey Lord, turn back around. And there's still that PD bank to the north. Bannable Offense trying to hold off those flak, which, again, can't target ground. So it's not really worrisome in that regard. But Colossus is down. The air grid is essentially gone here for Dr. Fuzzy, but he still has the headquarters at a minimum, so at least there he can rebuild and continue to build ASF at the current moment. A couple of Ilshis down the middle from Tetra as well, just poking up more eco for so long distance. We even see Signal Runner moving into the east to assist. A lot of the players on Team 1 and Team 2 just shifting back and forth as needed. They're not necessarily standing in their quote-unquote lanes. They're doing as best they can to cover for their teammates if they need to. Tau moving in, tech. Missile, Billy Nuke is being loaded as we speak. We do see a couple of Percys outbound from him as well, and some Harbingers inbound from Rekather to assist. In the west, we do see just more expansion in T3 land, and a Colossus started here for Rekather. We do see a couple of units over here. He's over here helping Kill Dude. He's actually falling into the low yellows, but he's now at 5-star calm. He's at 108 hit points a second region, so that number should be flying up very quickly, and he'll be back up to full HP here shortly. T3 started here for Dr. Fuzzy in the north. Going to get a little bit more HP on board that calm. And has anybody started to think about how to end the game, not necessarily how to survive it? Crab has been started in the northeast by Dr. Fuzzy. Of course, Air Grid, another Crab, another Monkey here for Team 1. Another experimental from Arima, surprisingly enough. It's a Colossus. The air player getting into the land tech a little bit as well. There should be another Colossus. Oh, that's not a Colossus. That's an emissary. So T3 artillery already started at 25, almost 26 minutes. So Team 2 really wants to end the game. New GC being pointed out by Shalongdus. And yep, looks like it's just being built and then gifted over to Tetra. Which is a good idea because then Ballard can focus on other endeavors like this. He's like, oh, I spent a couple of minutes or so building a couple of GCs, and you actually sent one in and took out a lot of stuff from Team 1. So I'll give you another one and then I'll start building my artillery is pretty much what his head's at this point. Of course, it looks like the air for Team 1 is better than Team 2's 123 with 13 gunships. Arima sitting at 103 with 6 bingo on fuel, so let's call it 110. So Team 1 barely in the lead, but not a terrible amount, and that can partly be driven by the fact that Arima went for a Colossus and Hannibal Offense did not. I think the easiest, a good thing to do would just be gift over a couple of engineers so that other players on Team 1 can build Aeon experimentals, being, well, the Colossus, which is a little bit more variety in terms of just monkeys and crabs. Again, crabs have the best range, but it's nice to have a little bit of variety in there. Laser started for Signaman. Very interesting. Maybe he's going to go for his cloaking upgrade as well. Laser started for Shalongdus, so 2 players on Team 1 on the same side of the map going for laser. Maybe one of them will go for teleporter. We'll just have to see. Colossus being bombarded by cruiser fire. Okay, now are you going to take out the T2 naval headquarters now for Shalongdus? Laser canceled on Signal Runner. Looks like he's going to move. Make sure he doesn't die to that. Colossus, definitely a good play there. Team 1, Spectre Slate being pushed back by Rekather's forces. He has a lot of bricks online, but there's also a lot of Harbingers as well. We see more forces from the east being shifted over westward. Nuke Com with T3 engineering tech and gun on board, 48 hit points a second region at 3-star vet, 19,500 hit points, and that missile is soon to be loaded. And there goes that headquarters. I knew it was going to be killed sooner rather than later, especially with the first attack from the Colossus already done and dealt with. Don't send mass to me, lol, I'm dead, says Shalongdus. I wouldn't say dead, but he's kind of knocked out for the time being, sitting at only 54 mass a second. He has T3 land online, but he doesn't really have any mass to spend. It was a nice play going for early naval facility, but he just can't materialize that into long-term games, so he's kind of just stuck. And that Colossus is going to go after the rest of his eco anyways. There's a couple of flak cannons underneath, being T1 flak, not actual flak. There is some T2 down here, though. Looks like the Colossus is just going to retreat and call it a day. Team 1 sitting at 1.6k, Team 2 1.7k, so the numbers are slowly shifting in Team 2's favor, but not by a terrible amount. So looks like 1.8, 1.6. So again, the numbers are constantly shifting due to reclaim and all of the other things. Let me know down in the comments who you think is going to currently win this game. Of course, if you haven't done so already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And of course, let me know down in the comments how you're feeling about the soon-to-be 2025 Year of Our Lord. I can't believe it's already the end of the year. It just seemed like yesterday I was starting off the year pretty close to 1,000 subs, and I'm closing in on 1,900. It's really crazy how the year has been. Thank you so much to each and every one of you. And, of course, hopefully you enjoy the rest of this cast and the rest of your year as this releases on a Monday, I believe. And it's a couple of days away. So essentially New Year's Eve. Yes. I think I did my math right. T3 artillery is done. Targeting the air grid here for Team 1's Aeon player of bannable offense. Second artillery shell is inbound. And third one is soon to follow it. Oh, that's going to hurt. Right on the same spot as the old one. Takes out a T3 air facility and one T3 P-Gen. Another shot. I mean, it's nice to get shots back-to-back in the same location, but you definitely want one to spread out a little bit, especially in an air grid case. And, ooh, there goes a P-Gen or two. A little bit of cascade there, and it's going to be this one and this one. T3 air headquarters is fine. Omni is fine for now, but it's going to take a little bit of time to build some more shielding. He's going to cover his headquarters for us. Definitely a smart play there. But that T3 artillery is done. Second one possible. He's getting more P-Gens to assist it. Love that. Lots of T1 PD to protect as well from some telemasers. Don't like how close these mass fabs are. But they're not fully around it, which I definitely like. So that it's not going to, essentially cascade into the shield. It might a little bit. Nothing too bad. Billy Nuke has been launched, driving back the forces from Spectral Slave. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. 30 minutes on the clock, and nobody has died. Oh, it's been a while since the game has had players not die before 30. That is amazing to see. Good thing I went and found this game and wanted to cast it. You see Colossus being driven away by some cruisers, but he doesn't have torpedoes on board, so it's not really effective to go after anyways. And looks like the shields are going to protect the remaining P-Gens. But no, the T3 air headquarters has been knocked out. Very, very unfortunate. Another shot is inbound. It's going to hit right pretty close to that P-Gen. Nope, not close enough. The Omni will be saved. Another Billy Nuke outbound going westward. It's going to strike right in the middle of these bricks, but the bricks are like, we're going to fall back. Those bouncers aren't, though, so they're going to receive some holy hellfire from that attack nuke. Kaboom! Takes out that. No, it's not kaboom, it's boom. That's right, it's kaboom being the big nukes, and just boom being the mini nukes, essentially. All he needs is like a fat man or something. He can just launch nukes all day, every day. Those things are very fun to play with in Fallout. Here comes the shot. Doesn't hit really anything of vital importance, except the TMD, but that's not really of vital importance. Have you seen any spicy plays going down in the east? No. More PD. Cloaking started for Shalongus. He's actually out of the water now and back closer to his main base. Nothing big here for Team 1 as of yet. I mean, Team 1 knows about the T3 artillery. The second one hasn't been started yet. Looks like there's a little bit more prep before he starts another one. He's also going for a couple of Colossi first. Air grid still being expanded upon. Lots of Team 1 PD protecting the SMDs. And nothing too crazy. Oh, nope, there is a nuke, and it is half loaded for a Rekethur, so that's a little crazy. Not super crazy, just a little crazy. Now, if he had like 5 nuke launchers or something, that might be a little more crazy, but, to each their own. T3 Army assisting a crab pushing into Tetra's base. Tetra getting as much PD as he can online, assisting shields, assisting the upgrades. Will it finish in time? Oh, it's going to be close. 94. Oh, it's not going to be enough. Nope. There goes the upgrade. It was so close to being T3 and then gets denied. Colossus coming in to help assist from Blarg. And it looks like Tetra building more chickens as we speak. His T2 artillery bays are going down. T3 mechs is going down as well. His main base should be fine. There's a couple of T2 PD also being spammed up. His SMD is going to go down. That's going to hurt. There's still some cruiser fire inbound. Tac nuke inbound. There we go. T2 transport definitely upgraded that to T3. And crab. Minex is down to the Billy nuke. Nope. Going to be a little bit outside its main range. Looks like the rest of those bricks are down. The SMD is down. Unfortunate. Which does get pinged by Shalongdis. Does Team 1 have a nuke anywhere that they're hiding somewhere? No. No, T3 being rebuilt. Artillery started here for bannable offense because why not? Nuke being... or SMD being loaded, excuse me. No nuke from Team 1. is, like I said, surprising. Team 2 should have an Omni somewhere, which they do right here. But I think the facility is a little bit further over to the middle, which means Shalongdus could come in with a Cloaking Calm and take out everything over here. Granted, I don't know how long he'll last, but he could try. There is no secondary cloaking facility, Omni facility, so he could get away with it. Keep pumping Mega, and AA says bannable fence to Dr. Fuzzy. Rekatha pushing in with his army. Again, heavy shield and advanced range / speed on board, so he has Aeon Sniper tank online. 2 Colossi guarding him as well. T1 bombers overhead going after something. Looks like they were moving in for the crabs that retreated. Rekatha builds another experiment. It's almost likely another Colossus. Yep, and his nuke is almost loaded. Next says Arima. Snipe SMD says Arima. Or he's talking to Blarg, it looks like. Leah with those camera pings. Which one? I mean, I think just anything at this point, but this one still covers this one from that point of view. Yeah, that's essentially almost a direct line from that nuke launcher to that facility over here to the northeast. So either kill this SMD, says Arima. Again, even if he kills that SMD, this one is still in line with it, so it doesn't even matter another ability nuke lands. Of course, it looks like the SMT was just newly built, so it's going to be enough time to launch the nuke before the SMD is loaded. But again, if Team 2 is not keeping track of when SMDs are built, when, where, why, and how, then it could be a little bit more hesitant with the nuke launching. But the nuke is about to load, so we'll see if that SMD does get crumpled to dust. Now the Billy nuke lands, essentially keeping Team 1's armies not necessarily at bay, but makes it a little bit more difficult to commit, because unless there's a lot of shield coverage, which Cyberns do not have mobile shielding, so Billy nukes are devastating to Cybern armies. In the east, there goes that 1 artillery strike. Again, the cloaking is done for Shalongdus. He's getting more east orages to just keep that thing up and running. It's going to land right in the middle of that shielding. There is some assistance going down for that one. T1 mass fabs being taken out, and a little bit of explosion. Omni pointed out here by Signal Runner, essentially saying, hey, could you take that out? Here comes Signal Runner. He has Cloak. Oh, there's 2 Cloak. Oh, there's 2 of them. There's 2 of them. There's the other one in the distance. There's 2 cloaking laser commanders online. Ooh. He's going to go in the water for now. Looks like he might be waiting for Shalongdus. Oh, if they attack at the same time. Ooh, that'd be fun to watch. Ras started here for Tetris Com. Give me mass is bannable. And Nuke is outbound. SMD is down. Is it? No, it's over here. Never mind. SMD is not down. It's not loaded. Where's that nuke launched? Oh, it's going for... It's not even going for that base anyways. It's going for this base. The SMD's right here. It's already loaded. That's awkward. Stay out of the Omni range, says Mandible Offense. Couple of bricks down the middle here. Looks like the assassination target is going to be that Omni. And they might just grab it. That's the only thing they need to do is grab the Omni. But GC has Omni itself. No, GC does not have Omni. No, it's not. Looks like Dr. Fuzzy, my base is nuked. It is not nuked because it went over here. Killed their Omni, says Shalongdus. Colossus is online, turns around and says, hello, bricks. Okay, there's that 1 Cloak. There's the other Cloak. An artillery trying to go after, I think, this SMD now. Might just be going after the artillery being built by Spectre. Not Spectre Site. He's just standing next to it. Again, not a good place to stand. I like the shield coverage that you're under, but not a good place to stand with all those P-gens. Not going to recommend that by any means. Crab online to the west going after some bricks over here, just hanging out in the water. Slowest fight ever. Brick torpedoes versus Megalith torpedo. Here comes one of those cloaking comms. Signal Runner's moving in. Oh, Shalongdus, you should be pushing in with your teammate. Oh, it'd be so fun to watch. Because we always see 1 Cybern commander running around with cloaking laser. We never see 2 of them. Second artillery is online. And the shielding is starting to collapse. It's not good for that artillery's life by any means. Third artillery has been started already. Over 25% done with that thing. Another nuke silo online here for Rekatha, possibly going for a 3rd. He even has an eye and a 4th. Maybe he will build 5. Well, that'd be funny to watch. Do you see Brick Force just charging the front lines? Colossus don't have Omni on board. They got rid of that a long time ago. At least, I think it's a long time ago. The only experimental that has Omni that I can think of is the Satellite. I don't think the Atlantis has it. I don't think the Tempest has it. Maybe the Tsar has it? Maybe. Maybe the Tsar has it. I don't think the Bug does, though. But T3 artillery outbound from Battle Offenses. Shields are starting to crumble. A couple of pigeons are down. Double artillery strikes not helping with the Aeon shielding, whatnot. Not great situation to be in. Baby Nuke is outbound. It's going straight for the comm. The Emissary Aftershock is so... yeah, the Aftershock is rough. That's a good word for it, is the Aftershock. Second runner will take a tiny bit of damage, but nothing too critical. He regens back up to full HP just a moment afterwards. I don't know if they were going after the cruisers or not, but I highly doubt Team 2 knows about him on that eastern side. Oh, never mind. At some point they spotted him, and looks like he is in Omni range. There is an Omni right there. So that kind of kills the vibe for cloaking laser commanders. That's unfortunate. Attack in the west emerges. Looks like Cool Dude's on an upgrade. He has Pokey on board, most likely going for... looks like that's his arm. Yeah, it looks like that's his arm, so that could be T2. Oh, no, it could be... no, it could be laser. No, that could be laser. That's right, T3, I should say, not T2. But that brick is just running him over. Second crab about to take over into the green. I'm going to split things just ever so slightly because that attack might end up... it could try to go after Cool Dude's comm, but they're distracted on other things. Looks like Signal Runner moving back out to go after that. Dual Colossus charge in the east. Artillery strikes still landing on the artillery from Team 1. There is a crab just trying to block shots. The pigeons go. It's pretty much going to be it. Crab is not going to be built in time. It looks like Tickle Cannon's being built as fast as possible. And it doesn't look like it's going to be soon enough. SACU trying to block shots, but not a good day for him as well. Cloaking has been spotted. Signal Runner's like, get me out of here. Looks like he's being shot at by that Yothotha, and looks like the Colossus is actually going to stand waiting for him. Couple of gunships inbound from Arima to assist. Couple of pigeons still going down. This pigeon going down not going to help things, but the Omni is still alive and the SMD is online, so that's always good to have in your back pocket. I think that's everything now at this point. Looks like those harms being built in the east by Signal Runner is driving them back. I don't think Team 2 can't see him. At this point, he's outside of Omni range for sure. So it looks like that's going to be a better use of the Cloaking Laser Commander. 145,000 mass on the field, though. Definitely want to be aware of how much mass is on the field at all times, because, you know, could be game enders worth of mass. Definitely don't stand in front of the chicken by any means, or any experimental, because you could just run over. And that will give him, of course, 5-star veterancy, 38,000 hit points. Sorry, 38,000 hit points. 38,000 mass killed. He already has 5-star vet, but nice to just get more of it. Artillery still raining in. Shalongness underneath that shield. Looks like Spectre's like moved to the water. That's probably a better place to sit. 3 artillery pieces online for Team 2 in the east. 1, 2, 3, 4 nukes online for Rekather. Quarter done. 2/3 done, half done, and 1 done. So soon to have a huge amount of nuke power online. But he has 3. No, sorry, he had 4, but now he has 3 Colossus online. There's a couple of experimentals here from Spectre Slave. It's going to be a reclaim field over here for somebody. It's going to be for Team 1 at a minimum. Lots of gunships overhead. Bricks coming in. Another Monkey Lord is down. Another Colossus is down. And that is a mass dump for Team 1 to scoop up. That's a lot of mass. I got to zoom out a little bit. 130,000 mass. The total mass was doubled because of that engagement, essentially. And most of it is on Team 1's side of the map. Oh, looks like the artillery does get taken out eventually by the Tri-Emissary bombardment from Team 2's blog. They have 3 artillery on that side. How are we not... teleporter time, huh? Says Shalongdis. No, it's that's the coverage. 108 T1 PD. Yeah, good luck trying to kill anything off, essentially. Billy Nuke lands in the base for Glenn, or on Glenn. Oh, I will point something out. 42 minutes on the clock and nobody has died yet. And we'll point that out. So not even does it make it to 30 minutes, everybody makes it to 40 minutes. Really lovely to see that. Attack in the east by a couple of GCs. Sticklermen are going to just come and say hi. Will he try to be ground fired? 4 GC, says Shamongdis. Looks like the GCs are ignoring him for now. And there goes the Colossus. They turn around, actually. They're just going to retreat back to base. Artillery now going to land somewhere else. Looks like it's going northward, possibly for that SMD right there. Megalith being built here by Dr. Fuzzy. Oh, look, Scath is being built in the corner of the map here for Dr. Fuzzy as well. And it looks like the Colossus trying to ground fire Signal Runner's Calm. Will they get him? Well, they probably spotted him at that point. And the first kill of the game goes to Team 2's Arima on Team 1's Signal Runner. It looks like another explosion in the north killed Team 1's bannable offense control case. Wait, hold on. He was on a transport, and I guess he just the joke, bro. So it looks like he just control Ks. It's now a 6v4 in favor of Team 2. Your opponent makes 250,000 worth of artillery, and you can't win that side. Another nuke outbound. This time again, it's from Rekethur. It's another Apocalypse nuke launcher launch. Another nuke launch after that, and another nuke launch is going to happen after that, and another nuke launch is going to happen, and then one more is going to happen. Oh, please happen, please happen, please happen. You're going to take a second to look. Where are they all going? Oh, they're all spread out a little bit. SMD is loaded, so one of these is going to get shot down. There goes that one. And then the second one's outbound. The third one's outbound. This one's going to fall a little bit too short, in my opinion. This one's going a little bit further east. Kaboom takes out a couple of ground units. Nothing too crazy. And a kill underneath shield coverage. That might be a control K at that. Oh, no, that's not underneath shield coverage. That's on top of shield coverage. Apologies. That's from the Telebilly from Tal's dig. Doesn't crack the shielding. It helps a little bit. And then another kaboom. I think the nuke could have actually landed in Glenn's base. That would have been a little bit better. Shalongdis builds an experimental. Is a crab. Is anybody building anything spicy? Ooh, that's a lot of engineers over here. Does Team 2 know about it? No, they do not. They just know about the SMD. It looks like the targets are SMDs only, because the nukes can be paved way forward. That that nuke is loaded. Another nuke launcher. Looks like Rekethur's just going for mostly passive assistance, but there are some engineering assistance as well. And 6,000 mass kill with that one, 3,000 mass kill with that one. Not great nukes, but again, he was going for the land armies. Land armies were moving at the time, so he did his best. In the east, artillery, Fatboy online, Shalongdis online with his cloaking laser commander going after the everything. More crabs. More dead colossi for this game. And granted, when you have 3 players on Team 2 going for Aeon, you're going to have a lot of colossus, to be fair. Another nuke outbound from Rekethur. Where is this one going? Looks like it's going east. Is this SMD down? Yes, it is. There's no SMDs in the line as well, which means... oh, no, this one's still online. Ooh, I think the shielding might have saved it. If the nuke from Team 2's Rekethur is far enough west, it might be enough. Tri-shot inbound. Look at that. Just perfect arrangement there. Nope, not going to be enough. The nuke will stop. No, it will actually trip barely the edge of that. Oh, it was just so very close. This one was just recently built, so that's not a problem. At least in terms of the SMD situation. Oh, that was just... If it was a couple meters to the left or to the west, would have been perfect. But T4 scan... That was built very quickly, I will admit, from Spectral side. I mean, he does have 1.3k mass income, to be fair. He's going to get more shielding around that thing. Scathis says Arima. I think it's targeting the artillery base for team. Oh, yes, it is. And looks like artillery online for Arima as well. So 4 emissaries with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nuke silos. Look at that. That one's loaded. That one's actually firing. This one is firing shortly. This one is being assisted as well. Looks like it's going straight for the Scathis. They don't want anything to go to chance there. Billy Nuke outbound once again. Looks like the SMD is still alive. And Billy Nuke has been spotted by Team 1. Looks like the SMD is the main. Oh, shields are coming off on and offline, on and offline, on and offline. But I think the emissaries have a new target. Ooh, SMD going down. That's not great. That is 5 loaded there. Another emissary being built right next to that. More BP to assist, please. Says Arima. Talking about the assistance for the shields. Does Team 1 even know about the nuke base? Oh, no, they do. They know about the nuke base. Okay, so they're not completely unaware of that. Scathis still raining in. Oh, there's not a lot of shieldings around that Scathis. There's also a lot of engineers, and another shot inbound from Arima. There's 4 of them inbound. And a satellite over top. Ooh, takes out a huge chunk of that base. It's going to just be shields, 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 and more shields. And Scathis raining in. Shielding is being assisted a little bit. Actually, multiple shields are being assisted to try to spread out the build power and also try to keep as many shields online as possible. Couple of bricks and a crab over here emerging from the water, but I don't think it's going to get very far. Scathis raining in once again. Shielding around. Ooh, oh, there goes one of them. 2 of them remain. Shalong this notes the 4 nuke launchers, but how's the Scathis doing? Oh, it's not great. Crab trying to block it, but there's a nuke inbound. SMD is not loaded. SMD is not loaded. That nuke is going to land, and one of those emissaries is dead and gone. 3 more remain for Team 2. I don't think this one would be... No, that one's been ignored for now. Will the nuke kill? Actually, the Scathis is dead anyways. Looks like it was actually possibly Control K. Was that nuke? Oh, it looks like the nuke got shot down. Looks like the nuke got shot down by this SMD. That would do it. I think that's a Billy Nuke inbound up here to the north. Tal is like, get me out of here. And there comes the Billy Nuke. Lands on top of the shielding. Tries to help take out some of the shielding for that incoming artillery fire. Tal builds another experiment to most likely another satellite. I would assume. Yep, it is another satellite going back to base. GG says Spectre Slave. And with the Scathis down, Team 1 doesn't have much remaining. It looks like they scooped it up for reclaim, I think. It looks like Tal gets out of there unscathed. Again, Scathis being built in the corner over here, but that couldn't have been more. Look, there was a cloaking SACU comm teleporting directly on top of it. Oh, that's rough. Arima saying leave, guys, and go next. Don't waste your time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nukes. They didn't do a lot of work, but at least they had them. Another nuke outbound. Another Colossus. But again, the Scathis is already down. It must have been Control K'd, unless that satellite killed it, because there wasn't really a lot dead around the artillery, not artillery, but the Scathis to really indicate that everything was destroyed. But it looks like Team 1 bolts out of there. Team 2, flawless victory. And that is going to be the game here, folks. I think MVP for me, as much as I love the 5 nukes, as much as I love it, that's not game-winning move. He did do a lot in the middle to keep Team 1 at bay, to be fair. But I think as much as I don't necessarily like relying on the artillery or the game ender or the whatever, I do think Blarg building Colossi to hand over to Tetra to micro on the front line while he builds other things definitely was a smart move. That Colossus ended up crashing into the secondary air grid, almost took the entire thing out. Didn't take everything out, but almost everything out, and slowed down Team 1's air power. No huge air fight that I noticed, and looks like Arima was going for one anyways. But the artillery really was the thing that won Team 2 the game. I mean, that battery of 3 T3 artilleries was enough to crack the shielding here. take out the artillery and the air grid then artillery for Team 1's bannable offense. And then over here to the west, it helped take out the Scathis with the satellite overtop from Tal. And I like the teleporting Billy Nukes running around. I did love to see that. It didn't do as much damage as I would have liked. There are a lot of other soft targets. I mean, some of them, of course, don't have power just because it's the end of the game and whatnot. But, that could have been taken out by a Billy Nuke. Take a little bit of power and eco there. A little bit over here. There's definitely some targets that could have been hit. But, it did help take out some of the shield strength at a minimum. But let me know down in the comments what you felt about the game overall or your pick for MVP. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I will see all of you in the next one.